And we're back. Series tied up 1 apiece. We got Epsilon going up against Orbit here. Orbit taking the hard point pretty dominantly. That second game, though, round 11, Nagafen 15-6, able to give his team the win. And now it's all tied up heading into this Biolab uplink. Maven, you got a prediction here?
I am taking Orbit.
Going
It was like so hard for me to determine who I wanted to take there. I mean, I picked them in the series. I have to take them in this. If they go down 1-2, I think they're out.
I love that you you went Epsilon right before this match started.
No, but Orbit initially, you know, honestly, I've picked both teams, Chris. That's just the flat out.
You did. It's fantastic. I have it written down on my paper. Maven wants to switch picks 30 seconds before game goes live.
But all right, I'm watching Swanee right now. He's down by the drum, trying to get control here. You can see in the minimap there's an engagement going in around Bio as two players look like they're basically chest bumping each other. Just trying to see who's going to be the first on drone. It looks like it was me, Nagafen, grabbing it and trying to push it forward.
And here you have total control from Epsilon. Look for the toss here. Remy is looking for it. There it is. Royalty gets the dish, and he should be able to put this one through. And it looks like, unfortunately, something went terribly wrong there. Maybe did you catch it?
I didn't. I was
switching
between players. Didn't notice it at all. What actually fell apart for them? But look at Remy right now. He's 6-1 on a 4 streak, Chris.
Nagafen is just going to dish it. This seems to be Epsilon's plan right now. Just get the satellite drone in the opponent's base. Remy trying to wiggle his way through, and it's Happy who's going to grab it and toss it out the map. So big holds already coming in from Orbit. This should have been a 4-0 game potentially.
And for me, it can be so difficult to get that score in. I mean, you're seeing why. You can get it so close, but it's so easy to toss out there as you have the cliff in the background. All it takes is like one big kill, really, from Epsilon. Or, sorry, from Orbit, and you're able to get a toss out. For me, what I like to see teams do on this side is you can, I don't know, I feel like a lot of times you kind of let a little pressure come to you, and you can wrap it green and get quick dunks so easily. This push, the standard push for Epsilon is so hard for me. You know, when you go top purple, elbow, through snow, this giant open field of snow where you can get shot from every angle, it can be very, very difficult to score that way at times.
Happy starting to heat up with the battle on a 2, making 3 spree, 7-3 in this game, trying to take control of purple once again, and that is going to be 3 down as Epsilon gets all 4 down. Look for the satellite to push up. You got Remy trying to get on the spawns. He's looking into red, but overwhelmed. Nagafen, top purple, won't be able to get it very far. Royalty's waiting for the toss. Here it is. It's down on the ground. He's got to get the kills first. Gets 2. Remy, last man standing, won't be able to get there in time. Another good hold from Orbit.
Now you're going to see it's actually an Orbit wrap from Green. They've got at least one here. He's going to toss it forward to Vicento. Vicento, though, at the same time is getting tagged up. He just wants to get a little help and fly through, and eventually he's going to get the 2 and fly off the map. 2-0 lead right now for Orbit.
That's what happens when you don't score. The opponent has the fast break straight into your base, and Orbit taking advantage of all opportunities so far. They're getting outslayed, but they're doing the job nicely on the defensive end. Burns behind enemy lines, trying to lock down blue. His teammates going for control of the satellite drone, and Burns is going to clear out middle. 1 player taken down, 2nd player inside of green is spotted. Burns is on the hunt. He's going to fall, but Accuracy gets the toss off. 3-0 with 2 minutes still to go.
That was a good job by Burns, though. He got the 1. He was flying high, delayed the guy in circle from putting any pressure. Really distracted kind of everyone there on that Epsilon side. Enabled a nice 1-point toss. But your man Happy right now, 12-5 with a 4 streak going off. He started slow in the last game. Then he had that 5 streak, carrying that momentum right into this one.
It looks like another one going through that time, the dunk. And you're going to see, we're going to stay on board with Happy as the satellite rotating through with Accuracy. As Happy falls, here's Accuracy's tosses. He is 2 for 2, connecting again. And he's going to find a kill on his way down. Things are starting to spiral out of control for Epsilon. Orbit has had control of their base. Until Accuracy falls, they won't be able to push up.
Accuracy finally going to fall here, so they're going to be able to get control of blue. And, you know, this one, you can't really get anything done unless you have control of blue and or purple. You just can't get control of the drone. You can't keep people out of your base. That was a big win there against Accuracy, and now you do see the Epsilon flood coming forward. Nagafen going to be your drone carrier. He is going to be working here in elbow. We'll see if he goes for a 1-point toss or if he's going to push forward for a dunk. There was really only one player to beat, but he needs a bit of help. That's Remy that was with him. He's going to eventually fall. Decides to go for one and misses short. It isn't going to bounce off. Now, did they wrap is the question. It looks like they're going to take it right through Green. This should be another easy 2 points here, really. There's only one person to beat. I know he's stunned, but he's got so much time to get forward here. He'll take the 1 point. I think that was smart. That stun alone just gave him enough of a delay there not to be able to get the dunk.
4 down, final attempt here. Royalty just going to try and chuck it to mid-map. That's going to be hunted down by Nagafen. Nagafen, if he gets it through, Biolab has an opportunity. Instead, he's got to go for the kills. And this is actually pretty dangerous. If Royalty didn't go for the explosions there, that satellite drone could have been tossed in for another 1 point from Orbit. 7-0 at the half. 6 missed points in the first minute and a half from Epsilon as Orbit held on the defensive end every single time.
Yeah, I'm not sure if one was a bit of a, just kind of a passing glitch or, you know, just one of those like online hiccups that you deal with at times where they weren't able to get it through. But the second one, they just didn't win the gunfights in and around. And that's just, I don't know, Chris, I hate that push. I hate trying to push out through this giant field of snow where you can just rain down bullets from anywhere, whether it's top base, bio. It's just going to be so difficult at times, and you saw Epsilon really struggling with it.
Royalty's making his move. He's got Val out, putting the SMG away for the moment, and he's going to get cut down as soon as he jumps out the window. Swanee on the back end's challenge at purple, wins one. Looking across top mid, another Val is there. It's Happy. And as you take a look at the numbers from the first side, Happy opening things up 17 and 11. Everyone else, kind of a slow start on the Orbit end, but Happy doing enough damage to keep his team with control. Royalty, he's going to be my player to watch here. I mean, you got the host in favor of Epsilon. You got to think they should be able to outslay their opponents by a lot more than this.
And yeah, they just aren't right now. And you do see it's now Burns getting forward. He's got the drone in his hands, and this is going to be a dunk. They just steamrolled through there. Happy in accuracy, coming up with big ones. And they're just destroying Epsilon right now. And they don't even need to get aggressive. I mean, for the most part, they can just control purple, control drone spawn. They don't have to be go soaring and flying for dunks here, but they're able to put more points on the board.
Viceno on your screen. You're going to be trying to lead the way through Biolab. All 4 members up for Orbit right now. Viceno trying to bait someone into purple. Shots going down, can't finish. Burns still up though with the drone. Is going to throw this one for the reset top blue. That one will come back in about 15 seconds. And there you have it. It's moving its way back. Burns still maintaining control, though. Top purple finally cut down. Here's Epsilon's chance.
And Epsilon, I mean, they have points on the board now, Chris. I know there's a lot of time. I know we've seen ridiculous comebacks, but with 3:15 to go and you're down 9 and you've just had nothing, just bad luck, nothing looking good on the defensive end, you've got to get it going now, and this should be a dunk for Remy. That's exactly what you need. Now rotate back, grab it, and try to get more. Here comes the rally. They're just waiting for it to pop. They got it now. Nagafen's coming forward. This person flanking is who might be able to cause damage. That's Burns. If Burns can get in behind here, he might be able to really mix things up. But they weren't able to hold it off, so that's back-to-back dunks. This is a great job by Epsilon. 4
straight points. They've lost control of snow, though, so the big fights are going down at purple right now. Now, it looks like Royalty was able to trade one. Remy answers on Burns. Epsilon maintaining control. 1 player to beat in purple. Nagafen knows they got to keep control of the spawns, though, and won't be able to as he's cleaned up. The player that caused all of this is Vicento, staying alive with the ASM-1. He hasn't gotten many kills, but he definitely made Epsilon think about him. Now Orbit has control of the drone spawn.
And that's accuracy there, who's going to have 3, make it almost 4 members that are going to be flying at him any second. He's in so much trouble right now. He took damage. Did they not see him there? What a sneaky play by accuracy. I thought he got shot for a second. What's it, Nate? He's going to actually make that a 2-piece. And now all of a sudden, he's got the drone, and he's pushing forward. Huge plays by accuracy. Not only does he stop any kind of aggression of Epsilon, but more he just delays time. This is going to end up being a 30 to 40 second waste, probably.
And look at accuracy go. Picked up the 3 straight kills. He's been running around for 20 seconds already, throwing himself the satellite drone to get extra armor, and you see him picking up kills while he's doing it all. His teammates clearing things out. Viceno and Burns doing the damage. Here's a point play, and you're going to see accuracy jumping into yellow for the 1-pointer. I expect him to go for it. Maybe they're just running off the clock.
He's just wasting time right now. I think he's content just wasting time. And that's what I was saying to me. When he got those 2 kills, I figured it'd be at least 40 seconds they were able to kind of milk there. How much has it been now? He's going over a minute right now of him just running circles around Epsilon, and I'm fine with this.
No.
Eventually he gets forward for points, but all he did to, okay, or eventually he tosses it off the bat. What was that? You made such a beautiful play into such an awful one.
He almost got his own rebound, though, was the best part. Oh, I don't know what we just watched, but I know Epsilon is screaming. 60 seconds left, 5 points. This is still doable for Epsilon. Royalty just got past 2 players cut down on the balcony. Nagafen trying to pressure his way through. 2 more players there. Nagafen with the kill up top is going to spring this. Here comes Remy. Remy needs to go for at least the 2-point here, and they got to get the tosses now. Rallying. The rotation coming through. 1 player inside of purple to stop him.
And this is it. They have to get a rally again. It's not nearly as nice of a setup last time as they've got everyone to deal with. The Royalty and Remy are going to answer. Remy tries to get another. He'll lose that gunfight. 25 seconds left. Royalty's by himself. This one's done, Chris. Unless there's some sort of miracle here where he can fly by 3 players and get a dunk, that's it.
Nice job by Orbit. They ran off the clock. Accuracy is going to finish 23 and 20. 26 and 19 from Happy, their star slayer. The rest of them gotta heat it up once accuracy bought them some time, but this is just Orbit showing some smarts in game. You don't have to be the dominant team when it comes to killing. As long as you make the right decisions, you're gonna be able to pull out the W, and I was really impressed. Very confused at first, but very impressed by the way they protected accuracy while they burned off that clock.
You're just wasting time. Did a really, really good job. I'm so happy that I took Orbit when I sent in my original stuff, because they're looking good here, poised to take this series as they're up 2-1. And that was back-to-back. Epsilon hosts are able to get a split there. You would think in that type of situation you would win the S&D and lose the respawn typically, but they are going to be able to take the respawn. So now with going back to a hard point, I'm not sure who is hosting right now for Orbit, but you get a
This is Orbit. Orbit
going to Orbit.
stripped.
Yeah, I don't know who is. I mean, like, what player is.
Gotcha.
But if you get a big game out of them, I think they're going to be able to take this. And unfortunately for Epsilon, you're looking at 0-3 start to the league.
All right, so you saw how dominant Orbit was on their host the first hard point. Epsilon must go big. The map is drift. We'll see if they can do it and force a Game 5 search and destroy. Don't go anywhere, guys. Epsilon Orbit continues after this.